That's true though.
It's, yeah.
That is not racist. That is actually true.
And we're here on the bonus content. I believe I put this backwards. Yeah. I got it. Okay.
Bonus content.
Bonus content. We're doing shit backwards. Okay. We were talking about how like the difference between being raised now and being raised. That was not exactly that subject, but I believe it's so funny because he was like hit hard. I'm 31, like 20 years later.
Mm-hmm.
I was not hit often, but there were like life threats. Like they'll grab the bell and they'll like smack it, but they never hit me. It was more like to create fear.
Fear. Yeah.
My dad was like, he get really angry. He can yell at me, and what, dude? Once this happened, in my house, we never put Christmas trees.
Okay.
After like when I was 16, from that moment on, we never put Christmas trees because of me.
What did you do?
No. What my dad did, like this is the story. Like my mom wanted a natural tree, you know, and natural trees are beautiful. They smell delicious, but they get in fire. But they like drop a lot of the leaves, a lot. You gotta be like sweeping that shit like so often. And by the end of Christmas, it was time to take the tree out. I live in a 12 stories building. We were in the 12th story. My mom was like, "Okay, Christian, who is this is where the moments that yeah, you are like super strong teenager, right? You can do it. Can you put the tree out?" I grabbed the fucking tree. Obviously, I have to like hug the tree, so my fucking arms were scratched as fuck. Thankfully, I can put it in the elevator, 12 stories down. I have to drag it outside. I dump it in the trash, just sweating. A lot of like of the fucking leaf on my face, scratches on my face, my face, my arm, everything. I went back up, and I knew like a lot of the leaf were like everywhere in the building, everywhere I passed by. So I sat down. I was like, I'll have a little water, and I have to go down to sweep that shit. But let me sit down because I just fucking moved a tree. At that moment, my dad came home, and he was like, he saw that the tree wasn't in where it's supposed to be. He starts fucking yelling at me. I cannot believe we're doing this shit. I just have a talk with the person who managed the building,
The janitor.
like, and he was just talking about how dirty people are with putting the trees. I cannot believe. I was like, yeah, this is a shame, and now it's in my house. You go down, you sweep that shit right now. I was like, I was going to.
Right.
Already. I didn't need like this gelling. Now I'm fucking mad. Like, and he again, he didn't spank me or everything, but he just like basically grabbed the sweeper, like this, the room, and basically throw it to me. And he was like, "Go down right now!" And I was like, just drinking water, and I went down. I fucking sweep it like fuck this fucking shit. I'm never doing this again. And I went up and I saw my mom, and my mom's like, "I'm sorry, your dad was like." I was like, "We're not putting fucking Christmas trees anymore in this motherfucking shit."
That's it for the trees.
And yeah, it was a tree's fault. And then she was like, "Okay." She's like, after this, like, yeah, we're not putting it anymore. Do you have anything on your family that you're like, I'm gonna change this tradition because that's it, I'm done?
Actually, I would say no, but then yeah, I do. See, so like when you talk about my family, you gotta talk about my mom's side, you gotta talk about my dad's side, right? So it's like two different types, and like this is what's weird. It's like my dad's side and my mom's side, they don't mix together. You know what I mean? Like I always thought that was weird. That in our family, either we go to see my dad's people, or we go to see my mom's people. But it's like we never saw all of the people together, or even when we invited people over, it was like you would invite one side over, and you wouldn't like invite the other side. Like it was weird. Like
it was a divorced families.
Right. So what I do is like even like I have Thanksgiving, I invite people from my side of my family and people from her side of the family. Like we have it like more communal type thing. So that's I guess is
A
a
tradition
tradition
you
that
change.
yeah, I'm changing, and that to whereas we're all going to be in the same space. Now it was weird, right? Because like my people um, didn't want to like really interact with her people. You understand?
Is she white?
Well, no,
She's
no.
black. She also black.
Yeah, black. Actually, she doesn't say it, but
But I'm gonna say it right now.
um, like Geechee, the Geechee Islands in like North Carolina is like African like
Okay.
people. Yeah, so she has a lot of Africans in her family. So my family being American black, black people got that stigmatism, but well, Africans don't like black people type of. No, these are cool. These are good ones. So
You only can say that if you're black, okay?
right. These are good ones.
That and the N word.
Just like I tell people, you got good whites too. So you can't just judge people because they're African or because they're black. So I'm trying to get everybody to mingle in together and learn about other cultures and other things because y'all love me, I love her, she loves them, I love them, and you're like it all should be love.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
share it.
yeah, and quit feeling like weird and stuff. Be sociable. So that's what I'm trying to do. It's a task. It's a task.
But has it worked?
Yeah. Well. Look, her people, they're like already like oriented like that. You understand what I'm saying? Like they do that. So they're the ones at the event laughing, talking, drinking, and stuff like that. My people, they sitting on the couch.
Playing Fortnite.
What are you doing? Get up! It's a fucking party. Get up! Meet somebody. Introduce yourselves.
But you know what? When it starts getting fucked up, when like your people start dating her people for some reason, then it's like,
oh no, that's
like,
cool.
I don't know. Like it's cool for a moment, then it gets
No.
weird. Then it's like House of Dragons,
No. See, I don't
or
even watch
Lannister
that.
shit.
I see.
People liking cousins.
House of Dragons is from a white perspective. We're talking about black people here, so it's different. It's different. Our people and they people start dating. That just really brings the people and the family closer together because now we really have to spend more time with each other at different people's houses instead of at one house. So that'd be a great thing.
Is it your house? Have you seen this video that is like white people chilling in their house and it's some white dude just doing this? And then it's like black people chilling in their house. And it's like, yeah.
Hey,
do you have it in your house?
That's true though.
Yeah.
That is not racist. That is actually true because boy, that smoke detector, boy, I gotta change that. That is actually true. I'd have been in people's houses. Beep. Man, check your smoke detector, man.
No, that's gonna be like that forever. That's it. Like, the first time I saw the video, I didn't know it was the smoke detector. I thought it was like choose when the choose made that sound like.
Oh yeah.
Because
on the floor to squeak. Yeah.
Because I was like, yeah, they have nice shoes, so
Right.
that
No.
it's a smoke detector. I was like, okay, I'm an ignorant, but not so much. I don't know. Because I thought that was a sneaker sound, like when the shoes made like poof. But no,
That
it
is
was a smoke
definitely like
detector.
I would say like a American black cultural thing. You know what I mean? Like I think that's very indicative to us over here in America. I don't think that's like worldwide.
No, that's not.
Yeah,
like
I
in
think-
Venezuela, we don't have even smoke detector.
Right.
If we die, we die.
Right.
If something gets
What is
fired,
it?
that's it.
Look, we run when we see the smoke. We don't need to be detecting it.
But also, we don't have drywalls that much, so it's like everything is bricks, and it's
Oh, yeah.
not that easy to
Yeah.
cut everything on fire.
Mm-hmm.
If it does cut it on fire,
If brick catch on fire, you're in trouble.
yeah, exactly. If brick is on fire, like that's it. Like buy home.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have a friend that he just bought a house. You have your house is yours, like you own it.
Yeah.
But I have this friend. He owns this house, and he got a fire, and it was like horrible fire, and he told me he was not home when he came back. Fucking
Oh, it's
house
gone.
is like smoking.
Mm-hmm.
The fire department already put the fire out, but it's still smoking.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "What the fuck happened?" And if this had happened to you, your house getting fire, you can expect people already in the side, like they go to places that are burning.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get home, they're like, "Hey, we have insurance to like
Oh yeah,
rebuild your house," like
yeah, yeah, yeah,
immediately.
yeah.
Like they just got on that. That's
Oh well, yeah,
but
yeah.
that's so fucking like dark. It's like, hey, I know you went to a tragedy, but you want to sign up for this
It's
construction company here.
it's like lawyers and ambulance chasers. You know, that's why they stopped it. Like lawyers would, they'll see an ambulance and then they'll chase it to the hospital because they know somebody's been hurt. And so, like, let me be your lawyer. You're gonna need a lawyer. So that's how it used to be back in the '90s and the '80s. Like, you know, that was a real big thing back then. But I mean, when people know you got insurance, I mean, yeah, they want to do the work because they know they're gonna get paid.
Yeah, but it's a little. It's like ambulance that they want to
I know,
sign stuff, and
I
you're like, I'm
know,
dying.
I
Like, can
know,
you?
I know. That's why I never sign with those people. I always go out and find somebody. Look, don't take what comes to you. Like you get an advertisement or something about weight loss or something like that. Don't do that. It's probably gonna be a scam. What you do is you go out and research, and then you call from what you find because the stuff that comes to you probably ain't for you. Okay?
Probably ain't that good. Like
No, it ain't.
that. Comics can do that. That we follow tragedy just to make more jokes because they say, they have this sign on Lincoln Lodge that says like comedy is equal to tragedy plus time, and s- kind of not agree with that. Like yeah, in a lot of cases, but it's like
I can see it, maybe.
okay, I had
Not
like
in every case.
there's a comic. His name is Chris Andrade. He has a podcast, famous podcast called Escuela de Nada, and he has a phrase in one episode that they were talking
Mm-hmm.
that, like, yeah, to appreciate something, like you gotta suffer to get it. You gotta like when it's hard to get something, you appreciate it more. And he said this phrase, and I agree with him 100%. He's like, no, there's some stuff that come easy that you can appreciate. Not everything have to come from
Tragedy.
difficulties and
Yeah.
tragedy.
Right.
And I believe with comedy is the same. Like not all jokes have to come because you were molested. Like if
Oh wait, no. Right.
like,
Right.
or some like something that happened to you. Like you can have a good joke, like an amazing joke, or you can be a nice comic, having a peaceful life. Like
Yeah.
it's what you make like with that. Like I have a lot of jokes that are observational. Like things like oh this can be funny and I made a joke. I didn't suffer anything
Mm-hmm.
to get like so I don't understand this thing of like 2021 22 with the COVID. After the COVID, just after the COVID, when I went to every open mic, there was like 8 people on Xanax, like in the lineup. Like everyone was depressed and suicidal, and it's like this is
Well,
not this is not comedy. This is just sad.
well, you have to understand. After the pandemic, comedy changed. The scene changed. Everything changed. Prior to the pandemic, you really had to, in a way, I'll say, work on your craft to just even get time on stage. You had to really work on it. You had gatekeepers. You had to prove to the gatekeepers that you were deserving enough to be on stage and this, that, and the other, and blah, blah, blah. Now, after COVID, like they took all the gatekeepers away, and they took like a lot of the rules and ideologies that they had prior to. I know I ain't gonna name the club, but it was certain clubs that didn't allow black comics on their stage. Now they got black comics running shows there.
I'm gonna put the name
So
of the club here.
so
This is the club.
it's a lot that has been changed, and now it's getting almost to the point to whereas it's not about comedy as I know it, but it's about influencers, and
Oh yeah.
if you can get people to come to the comedy club, I think they ought to change it to the influencer club now. If you can get people to come there and pay the ticket and see, then that's what it's gonna be. Not that all influencers can't do comedy and stuff like that, but you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
In New York, I hope this doesn't come to Chicago, but I'm going to New York to do comedy there, and if you're in New York, go to my shows. But they told me like, hey, there are shows called that the way of booking is called bringers.
Oh yeah.
So it's like basically they book you on the show if you prove that you can
Go
bring
some
people.
Yeah.
And that's fucked up. It's like it doesn't matter anymore if you're funny. It doesn't matter anymore if you have talent, if you have practice, if you have work on your shit. It's like, can you bring people that say will put you on? It's like,
Well,
and then it's like, where's the merit of being a good comic? Like now it's like the thing about the if a tree falls in the middle of the forest
anybody hear it?
and
Right?
anybody hit it,
Do it make a noise, right?
it didn't make a noise. It's the same with a comic. If you're a comic but you don't have presence on social media, are you really a comic? And it's like, yeah, fuck this. Like I hate the influencer era of comedy.
Yeah. Well, look, I put it to you like this too.
And I said it on my podcast that I put online, okay?
I put it to you like this too. What they're doing is fine. It's fine. It's not going to take the place of comedy. Comedy has its own thing. Now, if you're trying to, as a person or a comedian, acclimate to that system, then that's what you got to do. If not, then it's other people like myself. We create our own systems. We pay for the club, we pay for this, and we do comedy and we book comedians and stuff like that. So it may be harder to find out, but it's still here.
People will come.
It's still out there, and then your audience will come. Trust me, man. Look, as a comedian, and I tell every comedian this: all the answers to all the questions that you have are inside of you. You can't be looking outside for any type of affirmation or confirmation or anything like that, because then you'll be a constantly changing individual. You need to look inside you and see who you are and develop that person. Once you develop that person, everything else around you will change. You ain't got to change for that. That'll change for you. That I can guarantee you. So it's about you spending more time with yourself. And then you'll find out the type of comedian you are, and your audience will find out you. The more you know about you, the more you can tell them.
And that's beautiful. And with that sentence, Anne, tell them what is is on YouTube your special?
Yes, I have a special on YouTube. It called. I really do YouTube. You understand? Look, y'all. I'm old, right? I'm old, so
He's old.
YouTube and stuff like that. I got a YouTube channel, but if you want to see my special or see me, go to Derrick J Comedy. That's DARRICK J Comedy. Go to my Instagram, and then I have my link tree up. Hit my link tree, and you'll see all my work. You see my specials. You see the shows I do and everything. So Derrick DARRICK J Comedy on Instagram, and then have at it. And thank you.
And if you're in Chicago and you want to see him and try comedy, go to Shakers on Mondays. That's on Clark and Broadway. No, Clark and Belmont almost.
It's 3162 North Clark Street. It's called Laughs in Lakeview. You can look that up too. Just type in Laughs in Lakeview on Facebook, or just type in Derrick Jones on Facebook. I've been doing this for a while. You'll see, you be like, oh, or look up hashtag Derrick J. See, I don't even think y'all do hashtags anymore, do you?
I don't use it anymore.
see, that's how old I am. Look up hashtag Derrick J. And then you'll see all my bodies of work over the past 10 years.
Okay, and remember, don't ever put your mom's and dad's belts in the oven.
Don't put the belts in the oven. Thank y'all.